I got to the area in 2000, and I've just been amazed by Coach Dowdy's longevity. He's been at Jacksonville High School since 1980, so we've coached against each other for 26 years. We've had some great battles.
My first impression was that he was honest, he was sincere, and he was not judgmental. And he assists whoever comes out. We do not have, like most schools, have tryouts. We don't. Whoever you come out, you're on the team per se, show up for practice, whether you have a lot of talent, no talent, some talent, as long as you're willing to work. You know, because sometimes when you think about success, it's not all about winning. You know, every little step you take in life is a success. And sometimes losing teaches you more than winning.
Track and field is a self-officiated sport. So we're calling our own penalties, we're calling our own disqualifications, and sometimes it can get very contentious. And at big meets, you have something called a games committee. And Coach Dowdy's always on the games committee because the coaches in Eastern North Carolina and North Carolina in general, they know how much knowledge he has, they understand or they trust his judgment, and they really appreciate his temperament. And sometimes you'll be in a very kind of contentious situation, and Coach Dowdy will always, he'll listen, he'll think, and if he needs to speak up, he will, but he'll always say, fellas, you know, it's about the kids. We all know people that are kind of fake humble, but everything I've ever seen of Coach Dowdy is a true man of humility. And he knows what his resume looks like. He knows how many conference, regional, and state championships, plural, he has, or that he's been a part of. And I believe him to truly be a humble man.
I see it as, well, it's winning somewhat, but it's a life lesson. And whatever you learn, like I said, win or lose. Because winning is not everything, it's what you learn or take away from that experience that defines who you are. And I think that is Coach Dowdy's philosophy. You don't always have to have talent to get somewhere in life. You don't. If you are willing to work, you can achieve just about anything. The sky is the limit. You're the one that sets the limitation on yourself.
Coach Dowdy, it's been a lot of fun over the past 2.5 decades coaching against you. I got to know your daughter Crystal and Deontay, and got to coach Camry and got to coach Sanaya. And this is an honor well deserved. I know you'll say that you don't deserve it, but I think it's an honor well deserved, my friend, and congratulations.
Well, congratulations, Coach Dowdy, on another Hall of Fame entry. Wish you all the very best. And again, congrats.
2026 Providence Bank Jacksonville-Onslow Sports Hall of Fame inductee. Most of you know him as Curt, but Edward Curtis Dowdy.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I guess I need to be the guy that cuts it a little short to make sure everybody gets on home here. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the other inductees this afternoon. Job well done, and the award is well deserved. First of all, let me give honor to my Lord and Savior, who makes all things possible in my life. To the Jacksonville-Onslow County Sports Commission, thank you so much for this opportunity and this induction to the Jacksonville Hall of Fame. To my mother and father, who we lost 4 years ago, they taught me a long time ago to make sure if you do a job, do it well, do it to the best of your ability. And I thank them wholeheartedly. To my wife, Cheryl, while sitting back there, I was looking at her and just thinking, all these years and all these late afternoons, late nights, Saturday nights, Sunday or Saturday afternoons, and the job's still getting done at home. Somebody's getting it done. I wanted to know that I really appreciate her for all that she's done through these years, because as you've heard, I've been at it for quite a while. To my children, grandchildren, sister-in-law, friends, fellow coaches, forgive me if I don't call you by name, but truly, I feel blessed to have had you as a part of the program that I've had a chance to lead through the years. You have helped make a big difference in my life. To my brothers who have been very supportive through the years, they probably had a whole lot to do with me being on a scholarship going to East Carolina University years ago as well, by chasing me and running and beating me down at times, making the difference. To the athletes and parents that came through the program during my tenure there, I would say that honoring me is honoring you, because you have made and been the difference in my success. The dedication and hard work and determination has made the difference in my success. So I wholeheartedly thank you for all that you do and all that you've done. And for those that are continuing to perform at the college level here and there, I hope you the very best. To Union Missionary Baptist Church, I just want to thank you for all those shout outs you all gave me, knowing that I was going to be inducted tonight. Thank you so much, and God bless all of you. Coach Gideon T. Johnson and Coach Bobby McClain years ago, I remember back when I first got to Jacksonville High School, assistant principal was Coach Gideon T. Johnson. And while walking down the breezeway over there at Jacksonville High School, he and I sometimes would walk there and we would have a conversation, and we got into, where are you from, man? I said, well, look, I'm from a little place in North Carolina called Carthage, North Carolina. I come from a big family of 13 children, and I'm just one of those, And we go on, and he finds that I attended East Carolina University on a track scholarship. He said, well, look, wouldn't you be willing to come out there and help out our track team some? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, Coach, I think I would. He said, well, look, don't you worry about it. I'm going to fix it up for you. So, of course, he talks to Coach Dern, and that's how this journey started for me with track and field. I was just a driver's education instructor over there at the time, never thought about even coaching, but he got me started in this, and it's been a journey that has been well worth its weight, because I've never been in it just for me. I've been in it for the kids that wanted to be better. And every one of them that does come under my leadership, I always make sure I give them my best. But in turn, I expect their best. And they know that, and I demand that. I give them respect, and I demand respect back. And as long as I stay in coaching, I will continue to do so. That's good here. Let's see here. Put the best foot forward and let the chips fall where they may. That's one thing I've always believed in, and I tell most of my teams when we go into track meets or championship meets, put your best foot forward, let the chips fall where they may. Because when you have done that, you ain't got nothing else to try doing. You done your best. Whether you won it, you lost it, you gained from it, you hope for the best at all times. To my fellow inductees, of course, congratulations again. And people, I thank you for this recognition. Thank you so much, and hopefully you all will have a great afternoon.